Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. I like getting up around an hour before work so that I have time to get up, make breakfast. Sorry, it's hard to hold on to this and stabilize with one hand. Get up, make breakfast, make my coffee, take my creatine, weigh in the mornings, and not feel like I'm rushed before work. I don't like feeling rushed before work, so I usually wake up a little bit earlier. Schedule's going to be switching up here soon once I start doing morning workouts, but right now, get up, make some eggs before work here.
Alright, I just got back from work. I'm going to go through my stretching routine, what stretches I do, why I do them, what equipment I use, and what my goals are in stretching. So my weightlifting routine is a lot of squats, deadlifts, and hack squats, and then I sit down a decent amount editing these videos and throughout my regular day driving. So my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, my hip flexors, they're all really tight, and I've focused a lot of my stretching on my legs. My upper body's usually okay. Now my lats get kind of tight from doing different exercises, but foam roll those out and they're usually just fine. Most of my focus and my time spent stretching is focusing on my legs. Now it's cold down here in the basement, so I throw on a sweatshirt. It's got concrete walls down here and a concrete floor. I throw on my heater, point it right at me while I'm doing my stretches to warm up a little bit. I have sweatpants on also. You want your body temperature up when you're doing your stretches because that allows you to get a better lengthening of the muscle tissue. If you're cold, everything's just tight, so you want to make sure that you warm up before you do your stretches. I also drank a bunch of water before I did this so that I'm hydrated. That can improve your flexibility, so it's important to be hydrated and also warm. Now, I'll show you some of the equipment I use. First, I usually use this. I hit my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads. Those are the easiest areas to loosen up with this. So just kind of demonstration. I just point it wherever it's sore. Okay, just like that. I spend a lot of time doing that. I'm not going to show all of it. Then after I go through all of my legs with the massage gun, I usually hit my legs with the foam roller. So I'll use this foam roller, or I'll use this foam roller based on how tight my legs are. If I just did a leg routine the day before, then sometimes this one is dense enough to hit my legs and feel like I'm getting kind of some lengthening in the tissue. For the most part, I've done the foam roller enough that I need something that's a bit more dense. So I use this one that's a little harsher on your muscles. Hurts a little bit more, but I feel like it helps to loosen up my muscles a bit better. Now, after I'm done with that, I like to start out my stretches by loosening up my hip flexors, loosening up my pelvis, my bigger muscle groups first. So I'll stretch out my hip flexors and my glutes first. Then I'll focus on my hamstrings and my quads. Okay, let's run you through how I do my foam rolling, or at least a couple of the positions that I do. We won't run through the whole how long I actually foam roll for, but let's get an angle here of the floor. Okay, I like to take this foam roller and start with my glutes. So I'll start with this right glute. Okay, foam roller's on the floor, rolling this right glute out. Okay, there's no certain amount of time I foam roll for. It's just until it feels good. You gotta have a good understanding of your body, or at least how much pain you can take, and how much you can actually get from loosening up some of your muscles from foam rolling. So after a certain period of time, it's kind of diminishing returns, and at that point, I usually stop rolling. Then I'll just show you all one side of my body. I hit my glutes a little more, okay? Pull my leg up like this. Foam roll out this glute when it's a little bit tighter. This one is usually pretty tight and pretty painful, okay? But it always feels good afterward. After that, I hit my hamstrings, okay? cross one leg over the other, rolling this hamstring out, the inside of the hamstring, the outside of the hamstring, okay, just like that. After that, I hit my calves because I'm already here, okay, hit my calves just like this with the foam roller, same thing, inside, outside, okay, flip over, hit my quads, alright, quads just like this, up and back. When I feel something that's particularly painful, I'll spend a little bit more time in that spot. Maybe I'll even hold still. This helps to release some more of that tension. If I'm just rolling back and forth over the painful spot, sometimes it doesn't release all the way. I feel like it releases better if I put some more time onto a single spot. Now, after I do my quads, I roll the inside of my leg, okay, my adductors. Now, roll those just like this. Same thing, spinning as long as I need to. Okay. Now move on to my upper body. Upper body, I usually start from rolling out my back. Okay. Start with my upper back. This one's always good, makes me pop a few times. Okay. Sometimes, depending on how tight my lower back is, I'll foam roll my lower back. But when you foam roll your lower back, you want to kind of make your body like a canoe so that your muscles are exposed. Foam roll out your lower back. I'm really focusing on foam rolling the tissue and not my spine. That's how you're going to hurt yourself. Okay. Foam roll my lats, just like this. And then that's pretty much all I do foam rolling wise that I can think of. It takes me about an hour. I mean, I enjoy stretching. Well, I enjoy the benefits of stretching. I don't necessarily enjoy stretching, but I usually stretch for anywhere between an hour and 2 hours a day. At least for the last 2 or 3 weeks I've been doing that. My flexibility has significantly improved, and I'm going to continue to do that same stretching routine basically every day that I possibly can. It's been really loosening me up, and I feel way better. My body feels a lot better, and I feel in a lot more in tune with my body after doing all these stretches. I also stretch out my neck and my upper back. I used to have really bad posture in college and kind of all growing up, and so the muscles in my upper back and my neck are really tight. So I use this little dinner roll and a towel to stretch that out. Now, I'll show you guys how I use that. I use this little tool right here. It's called a dinner roll. I overpaid for it at the chiropractor. You can just order it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And I set this towel down parallel to my spine. And then I relax my neck over the top of this. Stretches out my neck. Restores good spinal posture, and it makes me feel really good after I've been standing up and sitting down all day long and my neck's kind of tight. I do this for about 15 to 20 minutes every single day to try and alleviate some of that stress that's in my neck and my upper back. Okay, for today's video I wanted to focus on a few things. I wanted to focus on being critical of myself from my first video, so a couple things I need to work on are fixing how many times I say and also making sure that I don't breathe as hard because I like Darth Vader voiced it. So I'm working on those two things. Now I'm eating my lunch right now. This is my typical lunch before I'm going to be doing this whole challenge, but I got to get rid of all this food that's in my house. I got my sandwiches, my vegetables, a little bit of chicken and biscuit, and some water. And right now I'm working on getting some of my videos edited, and then I gotta head back to work later and stretch out later tonight, but this is gonna be probably the last one of my videos for today. Alright, I just got home from work. It's about 7:30. I gotta make food. I still have to stretch. I still need to edit my video and finish uploading my video, and then I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to start my first workout of my new challenge where I'm working out before work, and my workouts are going to start around 5 a.m. and then we'll see how that goes. So wish me luck tomorrow, and I'll catch you at my workout.